Alright, so in order to solve what we call a 3 by 3 system, okay? If we want to use our calculators, then we need to put our numbers into the calculator, okay? We're going to put numbers into our calculator. Now the thing is we have to do is we need to put our calculators into a thing called a matrix, okay? So a matrix is going to take numbers, not letters. Okay, our calculator takes numbers, not letters. So we're going to make two matrices. We're going to make a matrix A, which, and this is the little symbol, see these little brackets? That's a matrix. And what a matrix does is holds on to numbers. Okay, it's just a holding pen for numbers. Okay, this is a 1x, a 1y, and a 1z. 1x, 1y, 1z. So we're going to go 1, 1, and 1. Now, we know that means 1x, 1y, 1z. We know it, okay? The only thing that we don't need to worry about is the x. We know it's x, y, and z. Got it? This is a 1x, a negative 1y, and a negative 1z. So 1, negative 1, negative 1. Okay? This is a negative 1x, a negative 1y, and a 1z. Okay? So that's matrix A. Matrix A, we're going to put that in our calculator. So, all right, we're going to take our calculator and grab one too so you guys can follow me along. You're going to find the matrix button, okay? Yep, you guys find the matrix. I think the matrix button's in blue, isn't it? Yes. So, yes. Okay, the matrix button is in blue and it's right there by the math. Everybody see it? It's right there? No, you can't see it. Okay, it's right there. Matrix button right there. Let's see if I can make this a little bit brighter. Once I start recording, I can't do anything. Okay, so here's what I do. I go second matrix, okay? There we go, second matrix. So that's much better, okay? I already have some matrices in here. And if you don't have any matrices at all, anybody just shows nothing here? Okay, that's easy because we're making it. Okay, so we go to edit. So we went to matrix, so our steps, we went to matrix. Then we went to edit. Okay, so our steps, went to matrix, we went to edit. Edit means to create, make, or change, right? Edit means to create in a, whether it's in a story, we're going to do some editing. In the movies or whatever, we're going to edit, we're going to make, create, or change. Okay, so edit. So for me, there's already a matrix in there, okay? If you don't have anything, first of all, how big is my matrix? I need to make a matrix big enough to hold all my numbers. This is a 3 by 3. It's got 1, 2, 3 columns by 3 rows. Okay, so my matrix is a 3 by 3, and you need to make sure you go 3, enter, 3, enter. Okay, because you need to make a matrix that's the right size to fit all your numbers. Okay, so go 3 by 3, and then I'm just going to type my numbers over it. So I'm going to go 1, enter. I'm just going to type right over it. 1, enter. 1, enter. I'm going to go 1, enter, negative 1, enter, negative 1, enter. And it's just putting them in the right spots. I'm going to go negative 1, enter, negative 1, enter, and 1, enter. Okay? So I'm just typing over, and hopefully if you didn't have, actually you didn't have anything in yours, but when you went 3 by 3, it created your box, didn't it? It created your matrix, okay? So go ahead and put all of your numbers in. Just type over your old numbers, or in Ashley's case, you were just putting numbers in, right? Okay, once you do that, so you're going to put all numbers into matrix A. That's simple for matrix, okay? Now, it's important you hear this next part. Don't push clear, because you don't want to clear any numbers. You want to push quit. Don't push clear, push quit. So if I go quit, second, quit, okay? Now you got a blank screen, but inside my calculator are those numbers. Quit is in blue, yeah. So I went quit. Now, we have a second matrix. We have a matrix B. And the matrix B is the answer matrix, okay? And the answer matrix is my 1, my 3, my negative 1. So I'm going to go 1, 3, and negative 1, okay? So I have to make or create or edit B. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go back to edit. But this time I want to edit matrix B, okay? And you'll see that in your calculator. So if I go back and I go to my matrix, right? And I already have a B in mine, but Ashley, you probably don't in yours, right? So you're going to go to B. You got to go to edit, go over to edit. Got to do edit first, go to edit first, go down to B, push enter, 3 by 1. It is 3 by 1 because it has 3 rows and 1 column. Okay, now I'm just going to type over. I'm going to go 1, enter, 3, enter, -1, enter. Okay? And you do know there's a difference between negative and subtract. Make sure you're using the negative. Okay? Easy so far? Now we want to do some math. We're going to solve. Okay? So I'm going to push quit again. Go second, quit. Don't push clear. Push quit. Okay? Put my numbers in. Now I need this. We're going to solve an equation. Technically, it's like an equation like your A times your answer equals. So we're going to type this in. We need A, this little inverse button, times matrix B. And then when we get that in our calculator, we're going to push enter. So write this down. This is the most important piece, okay? All right. A, this little inverse button, times matrix B, then push enter, and we'll get our answer. Okay, how does that work? Okay, so before I start pushing buttons, I want to show you a couple of things. Okay, see this little x to the -1? You guys see that? Little x to the -1? Everybody see that? We need that for this symbol, okay? So, matrix A. Well, let's go back into matrix. That's where it is, right? So this time I go back into matrix. And I want to keep it on names. So you want to keep it on names now because we don't want to change A and B. They're already made. So if I push enter, there's A. That's matrix A, right? Now I need the little inverse button because that's what my equation is, my little inverse button. Times, push the times symbol. And then I need B, right? So I go to second B, matrix B, go down on names. Don't go to edit names. I'm in matrix, found matrix B. Sorry guys. Found matrix B. And my equation's set up exactly what I want. Push enter. And what do I get? That was a lot easier than what I did. You agree? All right. So, yes, Daisy.
So, how do you get the B to be there?
Right, let me do that one more time, okay? So I'm going to go to matrix, enter. I'm on names. You got to be on names. Enter. Got to hit my inverse. Times. And then B is also in matrix. So I go back to matrix and I go down. So I highlight B. I go down, I highlight B, and push enter. Okay? All right? Now, grab your journals, you guys. Grab your journals. Okay?